Okay, Rabotai, we are learning the holy Pirkei Avot, Perek Aleph Mishnah Tedvav. Shammai Omer, Shammai says, Aseh Torah Techa Keva. Make your Torah Keva. Now what does that mean, make yourself Torah Keva? So Rav Vadia Bar Tanura explains over here that it means a person in life, he has to understand what's the ikar in life. There's Avot Rabbi Natan that says a person's born to keep the Torah. The whole being is for the Torah itself. Yeah? So therefore, a person has to do a lot of things in life. He has to do this, he has to do that, he has to do this, he has to do that. But he has to know what's keva, what's kavua, what is the main thing, purpose in his being, is what? Is the Torah itself. Torah itself. Torah itself. And therefore, that's what Shammai says. Aseh Torah techa keva. Make sure your Torah is. That's why one of the questions everybody knows, they ask a person after 120, right? What do they ask him? One of the questions, they ask him, Kavata itim la Torah. Did you set a set time to learn Torah? A person doesn't understand that. It's not a joke. You have to be ready to. Did you set a set time to learn Torah? You didn't set a set time to learn Torah. Ah, yeah, but you hear the point what Shammai is telling you. Make it keva and do or die. No matter what happens, this is what I'm doing and that's it. You hear what's going on? You have to understand something. The parnasah and things like that, it's going to come anyway. It's going to come anyway. You know? So therefore, when you have these situations, one rabbi gave an example. He says, okay, imagine a guy did an irrigation. You have a field and you have pipes that he needs to bring in the water from there all the way to the whole entire field. The field is huge, acres and acres and acres and acres. After a few acres, what happens? One day he didn't connect the pipe to the other pipe. So now, but he did the rest. He did all the rest. But that one pipe they didn't connect to the next pipe. What happens? All the water stops there. He wants to know where's all the irrigation. Says when a person, if he's like hosh bosh, you have to set a time, and with that, you'll have the irrigation throughout your whole entire life, irrigating your whole neshama, everything. I'll tell you, Rabbi Yehuda Hades. You know Rabbi Yehuda Hades? He's Rosh Yeshiva of Kol Yaakov. I was one day sitting in my dorm. When I was Yeshiva Bacha, I was sitting down in my dorm, and I had a friend with me, Rav David Franco, right? Now he's a rabbi, Rav David Franco. I said, Cham David. I look at my watch, and I'm sitting down. I said, I'm going to count to 30, and you're going to see Rabbi Yehuda Hades walking right by the yeshiva. 30. Look at my watch. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Go look. He goes on the balcony. The second I said 1, 0, he looked at the balcony. He says, Rabbi Yehuda Hades, he sees him walking right by. How'd you know that? How'd you know that? It's because he has a set schedule. He doesn't divert from his schedule. He has a set schedule. He makes a keva. He knows what? He knows exactly when he's going. I know exactly. He has to be here at this point, be at this point, be at this point. You make it Torah keva. You have a shiur 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock I'm here like clockwork. Like clockwork. Oh, you have another shiur at 8 p.m. Boom. All right, but I have this tonight, I have that tonight. Keva. That's it. I'll go after, I'll go before. I'll make sure this is my keva. This is my set learning. This is what it is. Doesn't budge. You hear what's going on over here? Huh? Emor me'ad ve'aseh harbe. That's saying, say a little and do a lot. What happens? A guy comes home, his wife is wiped out from the whole day, and all of a sudden, he gives a comment, wow, you're doing amazing, this, that. Meanwhile, all the kids are running around, all like smelly, dirty, that needs to change diaper. You're beautiful. You gave your wife a beautiful compliment. Keep it up. But now you do. Take care of the rest. Give your kids showers. Take care of the diaper. Take care of this. It's very nice. Oh, you're doing a great job. Okay, I also need your help. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a great job. Help me. Say a little bit. Give her a nice compliment and do the rest. Do the rest. You know what's going on? This the Meiri brings down over here, such an Meiri. I never saw such a Meiri in my life. He says, sometimes you'll see a person in your life. You see the person in your life, and it's unfortunate, but sometimes a person might should never hold any grudge, but you might have a mixed feeling about the person for whatever reason is. You shouldn't, but at the end of the day, something you think that happened in this, yani, even so, don't make the guy feel bad. Don't make the guy feel bad. You don't know, you can't judge a guy. I know a person, he told me, he said, Rabbi, I don't know what to do. I said, what happened? He said, I see a guy in the street, says, I know his mother passed away. I know I didn't visit him the whole week. I know I didn't visit him. After his mother passed away, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, he sees him on the street, and he doesn't even look at me like he's upset at me that I didn't go visit him in the Shiva. He's upset, and he can't even look at me. And don't tell me because, his mother just passed away, so it's within the third. No, nothing to do with it. I know this guy. He's always trying. This time he looked at me like, why didn't you come to... You have to done l'chav school. Even though you're right, you should have came and this, that. Hey, how you doing? Maybe you could tell him something. I was expecting you at the thing. But still make him... You understand what I'm trying to say? No matter what. Says, I told you this story one time, Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach. One time, his wife passed away in the hospital. They found out the wife passed away in the hospital. And of course, he was heartbroken. And that time, he walked in the hallway, and he saw one of his students. One of his students said, Rabbi, I'm so happy I get to see you. I just had a baby boy. And he smiled. Oh, mazal tov, beracha, tzlacha. So one of his other coming to me says, I don't understand. This is wild. Your wife just passed away right now. You just had the thing, and all of a sudden now he's coming to you and you're giving him the biggest beracha in the world. Like, what's going on? He said, why should my suffering hurt him? At the end of the day, what did he do? He just had a baby boy. I can't make mazal tov. So this is saying, Haveh mekabelet kol ha'adam b'sever panim yafot. Constant basis, a person should be happy and jolly. What's going on?